the question is, what's my just broad strategy for parallel reasoning on the logical reasoning section if we encounter a parallel reasoning question? First thing is, I am not reading the question stem first, so when I read the argument, I do not know that this is a parallel reasoning question. I'm reading the argument on logical reasoning always the same way, which is extremely critically. If there's an argument there, I'm going to be attacking it. What's your evidence? What's your conclusion? And does your evidence prove your conclusion? Frequently, the argument will be flawed. If it's flawed, I'm going to make an objection. Also frequently, maybe even more frequently, the argument won't be outright flawed, but it will be incomplete. And I'll be able to say, well, here's your evidence and here's your conclusion. And this evidence, it could be used to support this conclusion, but there's all these missing pieces in between your evidence and your conclusion, and I'm always going to make a note of that. When the question turns out to be a parallel reasoning question, the thing I'm really going for more than anything else is to match my objection or lack thereof to the given argument. So it's really critical then that I know what the argument had and didn't have. Sometimes the argument is going to be fully 100% proven, okay? If you're in Los Angeles, then you must be in California. If you're in California, then you must be in the United States. Walker is in California, therefore Walker is in the United States. Okay, well, yeah. Or Walker's in Los Angeles, therefore Walker's in the United States. Okay, yeah. Your evidence adds up to your conclusion. Your conclusion is 100% proven. I cannot object to that. If that were the case, if that were my analysis of the argument, then when I go into the answer choices, I'm looking for a similarly valid argument. I'm looking for this. And I'm looking for the same type of this. Oh yeah, you had a couple conditional premises and those conditional premises did prove your conclusion. Well, then the correct answer is going to have a couple conditional premises and the correct answer proves the conclusion. What if the argument, though, had been flawed, right? If I read the argument and it goes, if you're in LA, you have to be in California. If you're in California, then you have to be in the United States. Walker is in the United States, therefore Walker has to be in Los Angeles. If I saw that argument, I would have gone, no, you idiot. Walker could be anywhere else in the United States. You have confused sufficient for necessary. That's one of the LSAT's most common flaws. And if it turned out to be a parallel reasoning question, I would go, okay, well, I'm looking for this. I'm looking for a flawed argument, specifically an argument that has conditional premises, and then it confuses sufficient for necessary in order to find the conclusion. So, step one, always, is there an argument here? Step two, if there is an argument, is it good or bad? If it's bad, be really specific about why it's bad. Make an objection. And then if it's a parallel reasoning question, you need to go into the answers basically knowing what you're looking for. It's either a good argument or a bad argument or a somewhat incomplete argument. If it's incomplete or flawed, you should make an objection. And the correct answer is going to match that objection. And that's my general strategy for parallel reasoning.